And I diffused it as much as I could. And I said, hey, this is made for dropping. And the gym management, they obviously know I do it, but anyways, he was very upset. And he said he wants to show me how to do it right. And it's easy when there's only 185 pounds on the bar, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna show this guy how to do it. But he was still lifting a couple platforms over. And then when I told him, well, I'll still drop it. This is what I'm doing, and I'll continue to drop it. But it was a whole different picture in his face. 185 pounds, that's not that much. Anybody can just muscle that up. But when I got to 275, you can see his head kind of went like this. He was kind of like this, like maybe he was knowing that he would not be able to get 275. And I could have said, hey, can you come do this now? Show me how it's done with 275. But I didn't. I was like, he was angry. He's the type of person that would interrupt somebody literally in the middle of their lifting, thinking they're better than them. More than likely, he's got an anger problem. So more than likely, he'd be willing to throw down for something stupid. So I diffused it as best as I could, and haven't seen him back. I'm gonna go, if I do see him, I'll go up to him and say, hey, hope there's no hard feelings. Make sure you're good with, you don't think I'm an enemy. But the gym, they actually encourage me to lift like this. But I haven't seen him back yet, but that's the plan. But it was on Monday. I can't remember, maybe day 90 or 91, but it was so weird. And you could see and he comes up like right, 2 feet away from my face, telling me how, you gotta watch it. So it was Monday of this week. So it was day 90, I think. If you go like a third of the way in, I have 185 pounds on the bar when I'm doing clean and jerk. And that guy just pops almost out of nowhere. And it was funny. But back to lifting. And a big thing that I wanted to do was diffuse the situation. Because even though the guy was big, even if he was small, there's no reason to have anybody upset. And it looked like he was the type that would want to fight, and just diffused it. And then I showed my boys the video afterwards, saying, hey, here's I want you to see what Daddy did, how he saw the situation unfolding, and he wanted to diffuse the situation so it didn't get worse. So anyways, back to lifting. I can't wait. I forgot to look at the programming. I just know for 2 weeks, I've been hurting. My leg's been hurting. So let me make sure we're all set on the audio. There we go. But I injured my leg 2 weeks ago, and now it's actually feeling better. Yesterday I got to play golf. So playing golf yesterday with my injured leg. So normally set up and I swing, come through, but I would not keep this leg planted because I did a couple times and it just really tweaked it. So I would come through, hit it, and then bring my leg around. And my boys are like, what are you doing, Dad? I said, well, trying not to injure my leg. I don't want the golf to get in the way of my lifting. Isn't that funny? All right, here we go. For you've never seen me going live. This is me going live with my Olympic lifting 5 days a week. I'm gonna go grab a towel, and for some reason somebody left an M&M on the ground, so I'm gonna throw it away. That's just how I've always been with seeing garbage, or I don't know. Well, I read the Bible multiple times a day, and the Bible says, my favorite verse says, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And so if I had a gym and one of the patrons left an M&M on the ground, I'd appreciate it if another patron would pick it up and throw it away. It's probably accident. Somebody just accidentally left it and didn't realize it. And so rather than get it squished, making a mess, all that stuff, how much better it would be if the person picks it up. So, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Okay, I did not even look at the programming yet, but I know it's snatch. I know it's clean and jerk. And a little bit of squat, because my leg, that's how I hurt my leg, but we're getting better. All right, this is gonna be warm up. We're doing a couple power. I don't know if I'll do a full snatch. Well, let's do it. My leg's feeling pretty good, so let's try to see if we can do a full snatch after a couple power. All right, here we go. Power snatch. I like doing power to start so that I can feel how my overall strength is. Because I have a running gauge in my brain of how 135 should feel, 165 and all that. How high I should be able to pull it. And when the weights start feeling heavier than normal, I'm like, uh-oh, this is not going to be a good day. Or at least I'm not going to hit the weights that I want. But every day lifting is better than any day not. Oh man, that's feeling pretty good on my leg. I got injured 2 weeks ago, so I'm actually able to lift again. Awesome. Okay, we'll do a full. Yep, that's all good. All right, let's look at what I'm supposed to be doing today. So I was looking at, Instagram's telling me why, not why, but like, hey, if you're going live, like do this or do that, or why you should be doing this, that, or the other. And I just figure I'm gonna go live because I want to. So that's why I go live. You might be thinking, why in the world are you going live with your lifting? Why not? I guess that's my thinking. Okay, so power snatch. Huh. It's about similar. It's one more rep than last on Wednesday, a week ago, or the last lifting session. So I'm supposed to do front squat first, but I'm gonna save that for last because that's where I hurt my leg. So I'm gonna let that simmer for a little bit and just get snatching in. All right, power snatch 165. Piece of cake. All right, let's do it. I don't know what it is, but, well, it's the camera. I feel like I have to talk because the camera's on. I think I've also been doing it, almost 100 days so far, and it's kind of like ingrained in me, like when the camera's on, you gotta talk. People think, a good thing they see the camera, because if I was just talking with no camera, like that guy's crazy. He's just talking to himself the whole time he's lifting, telling him how he sucks at lifting and himself, and I'm just kidding. This clamp is toast. Doesn't even clamp anymore. All right, so we're supposed to do 4 here. My hands have actually not torn, so I'm really happy about that. So I keep going. All right, so we're doing 4 here. 4 snatches. It's supposed to be power again, which I'm pretty glad we're just doing power because give my leg more time to rest or heal. That's probably a better way to say it. All right. Man, I don't know if you saw that, but when I squat down, all of a sudden this foot goes out. Probably because of the hurt leg. Let's see. Yep. Okay, let's do it. 165. So 165 power. Pulled that pretty well, pretty fast. Or that's not fast. High and didn't move too fast. Like it moved well. If you don't know anything about lifting, you don't want to go fast from the ground to your knees, but then explode after your knees. So slow to your knees, then you want to explode after your knees, like this. Because it's from your knees up is where you get the explosive power. right, do it again. That's feeling pretty good. I'm happy. Like, I'm not feeling my knee or lower leg hurting at all, so that feels good. Here we go. Last one. Supposed to do 4. Gotta get my head through. Okay. That's feeling pretty good. Very happy my leg's not killing me. What's the next one? You know what's funny? Is I'm always in this same spot. 178. Is that 185? 178, 190. I'll just do 180. I'm always in the same exact spot. I guess I'm a creature of habit. But then when you get what you like what you like, and you stick to it. All right, I'm supposed to do 170. No, let's just do 185. I'm supposed to do 178. And it's just so much easier putting the yellow ones on rather than all the other plates. And 185 is so much easier. 185 is so much easier than 175, 178. So it's actually makes it easier on me. If I did 178, that'd be hard. 185, so much easier. So much easier than 185. What songs am I listening to? Oh, come on. So I have a playlist that I always listen to. And apparently, my phone is playing some other songs that I don't really want it to play. And I can't change it because my phone going live on Instagram. That's off. And maybe stop the live? I don't know. Well, at least this song's better. You guys ever heard of Redbone? The band? Maybe in the 70s. Come and Get Your Love. That's made popular by Guardians of the Galaxy. Come and Get Your Love. Love it. I can lift to this. This is enjoyable. All right, so I'm supposed to do 4 here at 185. Let's see how we do. Piece of cake. It's gonna be so much easier than 178. 185 is so much easier than 178. All right, let's do it. That is moving very well. Whew. I'm so glad I'm getting back. So glad. Getting back at it. Oh, that felt so good. So glad I wasn't doing 178 because 185 is so much easier. Feeling good. Thumb's getting a little tender. It's because I do hook grip. When you grab the bar like that, lots of pressure on your thumb. Do it again. You got to do 4 total. That was 2. $185. Feeling good. Even got my head through on that one. Feeling good. All right. Yeah, I still don't see that guy that came in and told me he could live better than me. Haven't seen him. It was Monday, so 4 days ago. Maybe it was just a one-time thing. All right, 185, last one. That was pretty good. Very happy with that. Very happy. At least my leg is doing so much better. I mean, coming off an injury 2.5 weeks ago where I couldn't even bend my knee, this is remarkable. So awesome. What is my next weight? I think it was 190. Next weight is 189, but we don't round down. 190 seems a little light, so we'll do 195. It's only 3 too, so only doing 3 is not bad. Probably shouldn't tell you because you'd never know. But man, my shirt stinks or I stink. I've only been here just a little bit, but all of a sudden I was like, been down to move some weights, and I was like, whoa, my goodness. My deodorant's not working right now, apparently. Good thing there's nobody around. Like the closest platform is, I don't know, you can see it if you're on YouTube, but they're not close enough to get the, pass out from the stench. All right, 195, we're supposed to do 3. And the crazy thing is, this is a new shirt, so I'm like, why is it smelling already? Maybe it's just me. Yes, it is just me. Stop it. Okay, 195. All right, here we go. 195. Let's do power. Oh, it's feeling so much better. Like my leg is not, I feel it there, but it's not like a pain at all. It's a throb or ache. So I'm also going wide. You know, it's my, and I'm definitely not doing it on purpose. Meaning, when I catch it, my feet go out wider. That's just to get lower. You should bend your legs and catch it in a, higher squat. But with my knee, it's kind of like, it's not letting me. All right, we've got 2 more. That was a little better. Bent my legs. But praise the Lord, my leg is not hurting yet. Hopefully it doesn't hurt. All right, 1 more. Uno mas. All right, 1 more. That's pretty good. Yep. After coming off the injury, I'm happy with that. Okay, more. Do more. I'm actually back to doing my normal programming. So I don't know if they'll be able to do all the weights in the programming, but I'm not having to deviate much yet on the weights and the program. So coming off of being physically injured on the injured reserve list, now back to lifting. Praise the Lord. All right, here we go. So I think it's 3. I think I'm supposed to do 3 here at power. So let's see how we do. Let me breathe for a minute. Like I caught those powers pretty high, so, or at least relatively, I'm not mad at all. I'm pretty happy with it. Oh, I just looked in the mirror. My hair, it's like Frankenstein. That was weird. Oh well. All right, let's do it. So we're gonna do 205. 205 by 3. Let's do power. Let's see how my body feels. Hopefully, I hit it well. And can do 3, no problem. If you watched on Tuesday when I was doing pretty poorly, strength and central nervous system wise, I couldn't even do 205 power. So let's see how we do. 205. 205. 205 snatch. Gotta get 3. That was actually good. Happy with that. Picking up my feet, which is good. All right. Dos más. Let's do it again. Do it again. Big pull. Big pull. All right, leg. Hold out. Don't fall apart on me. I'm a little, well, I was forward on it and my butt was back. Because it was lighter, I didn't drop it. Come on. And it has to do with my leg. See if I do it right this time. Get good form. It's kind of like, you know it's there, so your body's trying to prevent it from happening again. Problem. Let's try it. Last one. Even though, let's see, I caught it pretty low. It wasn't power the height that I would want, but I'll take it. From Tuesday not even be able to do a power to today. Was it 3 days later, 2 days later? Able to do the same weight, power by 3. And the reason why I went lower is because I was trying to get my leg in the right position. But hey, praise the Lord. I think the next weight is 216, which means I'm supposed to go to 220. Let's see what we got. Yeah, 216 by 3. Oh, 216 by 3. And I've done 225 by 3 power in the past. I think, well, let's do 220. Let's just try 220 and see how we do. And the reason why I'm hesitating, normally I'd be like, oh, heck yeah, this is going to be awesome. But just with the injury, I need to moderately go into it. Meaning, I can't just go to the top weight that I would normally do. The way my body's feeling, strength-wise and central nervous system-wise, feels really good. Just that injury is still there. And honestly, it's about 95%, so I'm pretty happy with it. Let me do one. I'm just gonna try one and see how that goes. We'll do one and see how it goes. All right, let's do it. You guys take pre-workout? Or do you even know what pre-workout is? So, pre-workout is adult Kool-Aid, I think is what it is. Pre-workout's adult Kool-Aid with some caffeine. That's why it's adult Kool-Aid. So, that's the only thing I take. I don't take any of the supplements. I don't even take creatine. The only thing, maybe liver pills. I dehydrated liver pills. Those are awesome. Raw eggs. Do you guys know I drink raw eggs? Probably didn't. I should probably put a reel out on Instagram showing doing raw eggs. I know people think it's gross, but I actually get stronger when I drink raw eggs, and it's crazy. I'm gonna hit this in just a second. 220. My hair was getting thinner. Started drinking raw eggs. Started growing back. Isn't that crazy? No idea why. Just that's the only thing I changed. Okay, let's do it. 220. No straps. See how the body does. All right, leg. Don't screw up on me. No, I felt it. I didn't feel the pain. I just felt like if I did do a full, or sorry, I did actually pull it, I would drop, and how do I say it? As I was going up, my brain was like disconnecting muscles and parts, saying, you probably shouldn't be doing this. And so, but the fact, obviously I want to go higher. I'd love to go to 225, 230. In fact, Monday I think I did 235. 330, 235, something like that. I don't think I actually caught it. I caught it and then it held it for a second in the bottom of the squat and then dumped forward. But the pull felt great. The catch felt great. I just, you know, a little off balance. So I know I have plenty strength in me, but it's not about the strength. Obviously it is, but it's more about changing your life. Okay, so now I'm moving on from snatch, and the big reason why is because I felt my leg acting up. So I think it's definitely in the higher weights. And I know. It is definitely in the higher weights where my body starts screwing up, and I need to not get hurt again. And I get hurt by my technique throwing off. When my technique gets thrown off, then you get hurt in other places too. So I did like yesterday, taking the day off, how my body literally relaxed and my leg, I could barely even feel the pain. So injury to almost fully rehabbed. Okay, 185, let's do it clean. My pinkies are off. Can you see those? Hate it when I catch the bar with my pinkies come out. You can't really jerk a bar when it's pushing down your pinky. That doesn't feel good. Let's do it again. And if you could tell, this is 185. I told you a quick story about how on Monday somebody came up to me and told me he could do it right and I'm doing it wrong, lifting. Well, at this weight, yeah, anybody can muscle it up. But get to 225, 265, 275. Let's see you try it then. And when I did 275, he didn't come back. He didn't come talk to me. That's a better catch, but it wasn't good on the bar path. Bar path went around for some stupid reason. So I gotta fix that. But I did catch it well. Do it again. And I've noticed with my leg on the healing, it's the clean. Probably it's because in the squat, this is where I hurt my leg when I was doing regular back squat, so that position. So that's why that probably hurts worse than snatch. That was good. But I'm no joke, or I'm not joking. You should go back and watch Mondays. I think it's day 90, either 89 or 90, where that dude was telling me he could lift better than me. Hey, you're doing it wrong. Let me show you how to do it. You should watch it. It was funny, confrontational, and I did my best to diffuse the situation. Okay, so I'm not following the programming. I just know I need to do power cleans and a jerk. I know that's when my leg has re-aggravated it. Not necessarily injure, but re-aggravate is when I'm doing the clean and jerk. In fact, Monday, same day that guy came up and badgered me, I did 275 clean and jerk. Felt great, but was overworked come Tuesday. My body was telling me, hey, you did too much. All right, what are we at? 215. It's just 215. All right, come on, leg. You can take it. You can take it. All right, let's try it. Just 215. Come on, leg. Don't get hurt. Just 215. Here we go. $215. Here we go. Big pull, slow, and then go. Yeah, that does hurt a little bit. A lot of it. All right, let's just try it. Look how horrible. It should be like that but it's definitely because of my, I don't know, my brain's thinking too much about my leg. Let's do it again. Nope. Okay, so when I did the jerk, I felt, well, I didn't hurt myself. I don't know, I'm getting that chair off. I felt on the jerk when I was going down. That's why I didn't finish it. Instagram, I can't see it, but right there, I felt it on the jerk as it was coming down, or what's it called? As I was squatting to dip, I felt this. Didn't actually hurt. I just was like, just stop, is what my brain told me, because it's still not 100%. And I aggravated it on Monday when I did 275, and then it set me back a little bit. So there's always tomorrow. Hopefully I'll come back tomorrow and I won't be set back. All right, so next up is front squats, and I gotta do front squats. We'll see how we do with front squats. And the big thing is not hurting my leg, because it was back squats when I hurt my leg, injured it, not just hurt, but physically injured my leg. And with the back squat, I was doing 365 by 4, and you know, it's called getting in the hole, but when you clean or snatch and you're in that squat position all the way in the bottom, that's called being in the hole, and your goal is to come out of it fast. And so, pausing that thought, I'm actually sitting in the squat, and it's not, I mean, I feel it, but it's not hurting. Praise the Lord. But you want to come out of it very fast and not get stuck. So that's why I was doing fast squats with the 365. I was going to do 4 fast ones, and that's when the technique got thrown off. My IT band was really tight. I've been really mashing it. It died, killing me, but maybe you can see it this way. So I'd squat down, my knees would be fine, but then all of a sudden at the very bottom, my knee would go out because the IT band was so tight. When it goes out, that puts strain on the outside of the lower leg, and I hurt it really bad. So now, conscious about that IT band, conscious about my knee going out. So now, and what's kind of interesting, I love watching the Chinese lifters. I was like, why, when they squat, and this was like 2 years ago, why, when the Chinese Olympic lifters, when they squat, so they'll squat, and then their knees will come in when they go up. I was like, why do they do that? Now, these Chinese lifters are amazing, so I don't question their methods or what they do. Their technique, I try to learn from them, because these are like the guys that literally in the Olympics. And then now I know why. You can jack up your leg if you do not keep that knee in. All right, so we're gonna do front squat. You know what, I'm gonna face away from the camera because my face looks absolutely stupid when I'm doing front squats. Actually, squats in general, my face looks so dumb. At least I can see it when I'm looking in the mirror. So I'm gonna face away from the camera. You can probably still see it in the mirror, but yeah. Oh well, okay, here we go. Let's see how this feels on the leg. Yep, I feel it, but I'm not all the way in the bottom of the squat, but it's doing okay. I'm actually pretty happy about that. I'm not feeling pain. Now my form is a little off, but the fact that I'm able to get in the bottom of the squat, even though form is off, like my butt's caving in, my chest is going forward, it's because of my leg, but I'm really happy that in that bottom position, in the hole, I actually don't feel pain. Now I feel like a tugging or a nagging, like it's telling me it's there. But as far as like pain, it's not there. So we're getting there. Slowly but surely. And somebody might think, well, hey, Dustin, how bad was it? What did you do to your leg? Like, did you actually tear it? Did you do something that you need surgery or whatever? I have no clue because I don't go to the doctor. The doctor will only say, oh, let's just cut that thing open. Because I got a Bentley payment coming up. Let's just cut that thing open and do this, that, or the other. So I don't go to the doctor, didn't get a scan, just knew I really hurt it. You know, it's funny. And if you're a doctor, if you're a doctor, change my mind. I think doctors, they're only in it for the money. Change my mind if you're not. Doctors are only in it for the money. Oh yeah, help people. Do you really? Do you really? I mean, physicians that cut open, ones that, medical doctors give you oil, like literal motor oil. Do you guys know all pharmaceuticals, motor oil? Pharmaceuticals, any drugs you take is motor oil. It's just changed into a different form. So, is that something you should be taking? I don't think so. So doctors are only for the money. But leave a comment. Tell me how stupid I am. If you're a doctor, you're not in it for the money. Okay, that's not bad. I feel the knee or leg just a little bit. So I felt something, but it wasn't bad. But yeah, you might be thinking, well, Dustin, you're crazy. How in the world? Like, pharmaceuticals are not, it's not made out of oil, motor oil. Yes, it is. All your pharmaceuticals are made from motor oil. Look it up. Prove me wrong. So, do you think you're supposed to be ingesting motor oil? Nope. Now here's another thing. If you were supposed to take motor oil to heal your body, you think, well, how do I know what to take, how much to take, and all that sort of stuff? What they do is they take the motor oil, synthesize it down, I don't know if that's the right word, but they change it enough to where it's pill form or, whatever parts of it are there. And how do they know what it does, or if it, open quotes, cures something? It's a side effect. All pharmaceuticals are based on the side effect of whatever it does. So if one pharmaceutical drug is a side effect of, I don't know, well, aspirin, that's made out of oil. If the side effect is that a pain in your brain goes away, like a headache, then they start prescribing it. Hey, this will make your headache go away. Oh, don't listen to what people are saying, what happens to your liver or your kidneys. No, don't listen to that. Just listen to that. It fixes your headache. So anyways, I'll probably stop on my rant that doctors only are doing it for the money. I'll stop my rant on that one. All right, 255. Let's try it. All right, leg. Let's see it. So, that felt good, but at the same time, I felt something right there. So I think I'm gonna pause there, but I'm glad. I mean, that was only 255, but coming off of not even being able to do strict press. I'm moving on to strict press, but coming off of not even being able to do a squat, not even be able to do a front squat, now 255. I am happy about that. So anyways, I have no idea if I tore something on my leg. I just know I couldn't squat. I barely walk. And now I actually can squat and can walk. And my pain threshold is fairly high. I mean, conservatively. I try to push through pain. But if it's an injury, you stop because you don't want to get more injured. So, can't believe my music is playing REM. I gotta change the song. Not replay. Okay. That's a little better. All right, strict press. We're gonna do 185. Let's see how we do on strict press. Oh, that's right. I usually change my shoes when I do strict press. Not because I'm done, but because I want to air out my lifting shoes, because I put them in my bag, and I don't want to have my bag, as best we can, have I don't know, sweaty shoes in it. So hopefully they'll cool down. I do leave my bag open though, like I don't zip it all the way closed, so hopefully the air still comes out. But you don't leave your bag in your car. If you leave your bag in your car, oh yeah, your whole car starts smelling. So I put it in the truck bed, and so I'm not too worried if that starts to smell. All right, 185. We'll do 185. Let's see if we can do 5. I love doing strict press. Let's see 5, 185 strict press. I gotta look forward on that one. I started walking back before I brought the bar down like a dummy. But hey, that's feeling good. 185 is feeling good. 185 by 5. Perfect. All right. But I'm much more happy that my leg can actually. So when I first heard it on 2 Mondays ago, I could barely even do this, like pick it up. It would kill me right there. And I couldn't even bend this far. But now, after rehabbing it on my own, actually able to go and put all my weight on it. I mean, I can still feel it just a little bit, but it's so 10 times better because I've been rehabbing it. All right. Now for you on YouTube, the reason I'm always looking not at the YouTube camera or Facebook camera, because I don't see a screen. The screen for Instagram going live is on. And so that's what I look at, because I'm looking to see if I'm doing something dumb or not. All right, here we go. 195. 195. Let's do 5. That was pretty good at 195. I mean, it wasn't as easy as I'd like it, but much better than I thought it was going to be. So that's great. That is great. Let's do 205. Let's see how we do on 205. I look like, without the white hair, I look like Dr. Emmett Brown with my hair being straight up. Obviously, it's, like I said, not the white hair, but just the spiking straight up. This was weird. I got to the gym and I was like, oh, that's what my hair looks like? All right, so I love strict press. I love doing strict press. And actually, I used to hate strict press. It was like my strict press was so terrible, strength-wise, that I never wanted to do strict press because I was embarrassed. I was like, my strict press is terrible. I can't lift very much weight, and so I wouldn't do it. Then I said, you know what? let me focus on where I'm terrible at. And now, I think my strict press was like 195 max. Now I think I got 230 one time 3 or 4 months ago. I got to 230. So pays off. And also when you're doing clean and jerk, it's so much better to do the clean being the hard part and the jerk being the easy part, because then you got the hard part done and then you go ahead and do the jerk and you're like, oh, so much better. It's the easy part. All right, here we go, 205. A little pushing, but oh well. Nope, that was it. I was gonna attempt another one, but I was gonna have to do a huge, like, push press. Did I get to 4? Was that 4? I think it was 4. Let's try 215. Let's see how we do on 215. Strict press. I mean, you think about doing clean and jerk. If you have a stronger jerk than your clean, my goodness, life gets so much easier. If the clean's the hard part, and all of a sudden you're like, hey, I got the clean done, cleaned it, and then all you gotta do is press it over your head, and that's the easy part. Oh, so much better. So now, instead of not doing strict press, I do it every day. Literally do strict press every day. And usually the same workout. It's 4x5, sometimes 5x5. And I've gotten stronger and stronger and stronger every time. All right, so we're at, let's see if we can do 215 a couple times. Don't know if we can, but we're gonna try. All right, strict press 215. Here we go. $215. That was one. Yeah, I know we got some bouncing in there, but 3 with a little bounce at 215, I'll take it. I could have attempted another one, like 2 or a 4th one, but I thought I don't want my form to get thrown off. That's the bad part. When your form gets thrown off, then you can get injury. Ooh, Smashing Pumpkins is playing. All right. Should I try 225 just for fun? Of course I should. What am I thinking? My leg is hanging on pretty well. So let's try 225 for fun. Probably should just go to 220 and try it, but nah. Let's try 225. Let's just do it. 225. So that was 215. Now, if I don't strict press it, I'll probably just do a push press, just so I can do it one time. It's just making your body feel that heavier weight. Let's try it. Let's try it. 225. You guys listen to 80s music? That's usually what my playlist is. A bunch of 80s music. This is Take On Me I'm listening to right now. Amazing song. I could probably listen to this song on repeat. All right. I don't even know if they have any other songs. It might be a one-hit wonder. I just don't know if there are other songs. All right, 225. Let's see. You ready? Are we ready? Ooh, the bro area is pretty packed. I'm looking over there. There's a lot of people with the dumbbells doing curls and stuff. That's so boring. Like seriously, I can't do curls or bench press anymore. It's just so boring to me. All right, here we go. Strict press. 225. Let's try it. 225. That felt good. I got a little bounce, but then I got lightheaded at the top when I was holding the bar up above my head. So I was like, oh, I better stop now. But 225, dude. Strict press 225 with a tiny bounce. I'm happy about that. Well, coming off of being injured 2.5 weeks ago to now being able to lift like I'm lifting, really happy. So the injury, so right here, so what happened is my knee when I would squat would get too far out and it would put all that strain right here and I couldn't even bend my knee. So now 2.5 weeks later after rehabbing it, stretching it beyond, it could, air squats, mashing it, like everything, just sitting and resting would not have healed it. But now I'm so happy. Tomorrow will be another day, but I'll see you guys on Saturday tomorrow. See ya. Oh, YouTube's still up. I gotta turn off YouTube. So I got